In this episode, we continue south to the coastal town of Pondicherry, or Pondi as the locals call it, which was a French colonial settlement right up until 1954. We explore the old French Quarter, filled with incredible architecture, stumble upon an enormous street market, wander the waterfront and find some amazing food.
Alright, happy birthday me! We are in the world's biggest bus depot. This place is carnage. We got here 40 minutes early. We've asked lots of people. We think we're in the right spot. It's impossible to tell. So a bit of stress this morning. Kel's off stretching her legs. She's going to ask everyone if we're in the right place. I'm looking after the bags. We're on the bus to Pondicherry. Yes, we found the right bus.
It was a bit of a surprise.
It found us.
We made it to Pondicherry.
We found out that there's a Sunday market here in Pondicherry. We arrived on a Sunday, walked right through the middle of it. It's huge. We're off for a look.
It's very exciting. It's like the market gods are smiling on us.
Buttermilk while walking through the massive Pondicherry Sunday market.
And I got lemon because lemon's delicious.
Yum! Chicken samosas, Pondicherry market, 15 rupees a pop. So good. Just, yeah, really yum.
We've eaten a lot of samosas in our first week in India, so to say it's the best one is a big call. We'd read up on Pondicherry and basically it said it was a small coastal town a couple of hours south of Chennai. It's not small.
It's pretty big.
Not small at all. It is huge. It feels like a huge city. We haven't even got to the beach yet, but I'm sure it's going to be cool.
There's our first baguettes though.
Ooh, there's baguettes. Everything looks
French
part
town.
French. The old buildings look really cool. The police here have the little French hats on. It's taking all of my self-control to not ask them where the Eiffel Tower is.
It's a pistachio coffee. So it's a little bit like ice cream, but a bit more texture to it. It's very tasty flavour.
Today we're exploring the French Quarter of Pondicherry. It's a beautiful place, heaps of lovely old buildings and parks and gardens everywhere. And it's a beautiful day, a public holiday, so everyone's out having fun with their family.
So behind me, in the centre of Bharathi Park, you can see Ain Mandapan, or the Bharathi Park Coimbatore. It was built during the reign of Napoleon III, so the Emperor of France, to commemorate the bringing of water to Pondicherry.
Lighthouse in Pondicherry. It first started operating in 1836 and was later shut down and has been replaced by a new one in 1979. Just hanging out with Gandhi. It's selfie time with Alistair again.
Oh, what a lovely spot. We are at Le Cafe, please, on the Pondicherry waterfront. And I'm having my birthday espresso, which I missed out on yesterday because it was a little late after La Pasta World. And I think what I'm liking about this place is that they're definitely marketing themselves as like that kind of French cultural town, but it's almost entirely Indian tourists enjoying the experience.
You're a Fruit Loop. This is a memorial to Bhima Ramho Ambedkar, a founding father of the Republic of India, who was a social reformer and an architect of the Constitution of India. He fought against discrimination towards the untouchables and was a strong supporter of women's rights. Nice. Thank you. We headed back to the market and were amazed to see the array of chalk colours for sale. These colourful powders are used to create columns, which are believed to bring prosperity and good fortune to the household. Tonight we are going to a little food street that we discovered.
It's the market right near the beach. It's pretty popular and we've seen one of our favourites there.
It's full of Indian snacks, so for dinner tonight we're just going to have a couple of different snacks and see what we can find. And this is the way to Food Street. The monument looked cool during the day, but it looks even better at night.
And here we are at the Pondicherry beach market. Really, it's pretty much food, all cooked fresh. It looks really nice, so we're going to go in and find some snacks.
Really good looking somebody here.
Yeah, you do. We'll be back soon, And we'll be sitting in a car badger at some stage. First course, gobi pakora.
It is deep fried cauliflower in a really light batter with red onions and some coriander.
See, mums? We are eating our vegetables.
We are deep fried, as you'd expect.
Second course is pav bhaji, which is basically like a toasted bread roll and a sort of Indian spiced deliciousness full of tomato and chickpeas and onions. Like a dip. Bread and dip.
Yes, that is delicious.
So this is a masala puri. It's got little puris all crunched up at the bottom, tons of masala sauce, some puffed rice, onion, herbs. It's awesome. It's only 20 rupees. It's the win. The chickpeas are delicious. It's really good.
Course number 4. That is a lot of dahi puri. Each one of these has yogurt or curd or dahi in it, and then you can see some sprinklings and some other stuff. They look really good. I'm just going to try one. Really, really nice. Really refreshing. Got to eat them quick before they get soggy.
4 courses of delicious Indian snacks, and I think I'm full. We managed to get all of those 4 meals for 120 rupees. Absolute bargain. Every evening from 6 till 7:30, the local council shuts off this road.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because that only gives the local people a 90-minute window to get down and stroll around.
But it definitely feels like everyone in the town comes down for that 90 minutes to wander up and down the beach road. It's really quite pleasant.
It is. People, it's quiet. There's a nice breeze blowing in. You can just hear the surf. No traffic, which means no incessant tooting.
And everyone is in really good spirits. We went on a lunchtime hunt for biryani. We looked out for the giant pots and we found this place. They were super friendly and you got a huge plate of rice, egg and chicken that was absolutely delicious for 65 rupees. So if you're in town, come to this place for lunch. We're back again at our favourite place. It's called Tiffin and Coffee, and it has amazing local food for almost nothing. We got a paneer dosa, so it's a dosa full of paneer. We got a paneer paratha, so it's a bread full of more paneer. We got a chapati, we got some wadi, and we got, what's that one?
Kachari.
This place is amazing, it's super fresh, and all of this costs 170 rupees. So we sort of ordered a few more things than we needed, but it gives us a chance to try some new food.
The Indian Coffee House, made famous as this is where Life of Pi, the movie, starts. This is where the young man is having his coffee and contemplating his future. So I had a coffee, which is pretty good, and I also chucked in a veg cutlet, which was fantastic actually. So recommended, little touch of movie culture. Well, I've just been strolling the back streets of Pondicherry's French Quarter. Pretty much one block back and you're in a really nice part of Pondicherry. Just south of Bharathi Park, you see the old Chamber of Commerce, the big cathedral, the original library, heaps of private homes, and they're restoring some of the buildings. It's a really cool spot. Main waterfront streets very different during the day when the cars are allowed. It's a lot busier, but there's still heaps of Indian families just strolling along the beach, kind of having a great time. Alright, the amazingly popular hot buttermilk from the Kulfi place just on the Pondicherry waterfront. Massive queue, and what they do is they create a massive skin on purpose, sprinkle crushed almonds and herbs all over the top of it, and then it's really hot buttermilk that they cool down, and it is delicious.
We had a fantastic stay in Pondicherry. We especially loved the markets, wandering the French Quarter, eating fantastic food, and of course meeting lots of friendly locals. It's back on the bus for us. Next stop, Madurai.
They mince.
Don't they dance?
Oh, I'm not doing that.
You could floss. Lainey taught you how to floss.
Something like that. I can't remember. It was like...
Lainey's our niece and she spent the Christmas holidays trying to teach us how to floss. Turns out it's a dance. Very strange.